This week I chose to read Clementine, and this was by Sarah Pennypacker. It was a good book. It's about a young girl named Clementine who kind of has the worst week of her life. She seems to keep making mistakes one after the other. I did read in the book. One of the things that stood out was how she goes to the bathroom and finds her friend Margaret in there, who has a chunk of hair missing because she had glue and cut it. And so Clementine tries to help, and she cuts her hair, Margaret's hair, and it ends up really lopsided, and she gets in trouble for it. So she's sent to the principal's office. So the whole time she's in the principal's office, she feels really sorry for Margaret, but she thinks of Margaret as a beautiful dandelion, or just thinks of that. And Clementine is kind of artistic, so she tries to help Margaret. So she decides to cut her own hair. This whole story was really good because it just shows the magnitude of friendship and just how, sometimes things happen and you just have to be okay with it, no matter what the situation is. With kids, sometimes they get upset if they trip and fall, or like my daughter, she said, well, Mom, I fell during PE and got teased. I got made fun of because I fell. And I think the story has a good message, is that it's okay. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to do something that's kind of silly and kind of questionable, but it's okay, because sometimes you just have to just do something, and to make that bet right. I just like how Clementine really just stood for her friend and took some of that off of her, and she just kind of went with her own. She goes with her own groove. She just kind of has her own way of doing things, and it's just really admirable of how she acts. She doesn't let anything get to her and gets her down. So I really enjoyed it, and I think it was just a good book for students to read. And that is my post for this week.